Messi. He's a what if. Now he's a what if in this very specific situation. We know Spain won. Yeah, Spain won the World Cup. And it was against everything. A lot of people say it was rigged, etc. Not the Spain win, but it was rigged for Argentina to win. And in fact, it was. Everyone wanted Argentina to win. But we're not talking about this today. I will let that for another video. What I want to talk today about is Leo Messi. You see, Lionel Messi, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT, the greatest player of all time. Yeah, who is above him? The only one I would say is above him is Pele, Edison. Right? Why do I say that? Because there are many things you can discuss. If you say that Messi is the greatest of all time, I will not disagree. I mean, I will not agree nor disagree. I will be like, yeah, that may be the truth. But today against Spain, I couldn't see him the whole game almost. He didn't have many actions with the ball. That's fine. Honestly, that's fine. The problem is that his team didn't help. They weren't good enough to win against Spain. And when they really started to play like they can, it was already 1-0. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult. Messi only really started to play like after the goal, basically. And he couldn't pull it off. He couldn't pull it off. The genius could not defeat Spain. And we knew, right? We knew that Spain was better. I knew that. Like everything that Argentina has, Spain has, but Spain also has a better defense than Argentina. The thing is that Argentina, they really show like they wanted it. Like not that much as in the other games. Against England, they showed more. Against other teams, they showed more. But against Spain, they had that will, they had that strength to keep going and resilience, and that is the truth. They had that resilience. But against Spain, the Spain team that is better than them, that is sometimes not enough. They could not attack Spain. Like you can't be defending the whole game, yeah, but like you have to attack as well. 0 shots on target, man. 0. How do you explain that? Even France, bro. Even France had, I think, 1 or 2 shots on target during the whole game. Man, if even France with their attack had almost no shots, why would Argentina have? We can agree that France in general was a better team than Argentina. Who actually carried Argentina was Messi. But Messi does not play alone. And I'm sad. I'm sad because I wanted to see Messi thrive. I wanted to see him win that because, you know, Argentina, they have not many chances anymore. They don't. After Messi, I don't know who's going to lead them. I mean, like, they're a strong team, and in 2030, they may reach, I don't know, the semifinals, maybe quarterfinals, semifinals, maybe even a final again. I don't even doubt them anymore. Like, this World Cup, they showed us that they are a strong team together. And I'm really happy to see what Messi did. Messi was pure magic. And in my opinion, he should have deserved the FIFA Best Player award. It was what Rodri, it was undeserved for, in my opinion, but he was actually the best player in Spain. So they are actually giving it to him is fine, you see, because I mean, they have never given to someone who never reached the final. Like, they could have given it to Mbappe, but you see, like, he's not there. So I would say giving it to Messi was the good choice. Like, at least Messi would have something to bring home. At least. Messi did not win the best player. Messi did not win for the most goals. So it was a sad World Cup because that was his best World Cup by far, but he did not win a single award. Individual, together, nothing. Only the silver medal, which is already something, right? But he deserved more. His World Cup was outstanding. His World Cup was extraordinary, guys. What a World Cup. What a World Cup. I am impressed. Like, at 39 years old, the guy is doing more than 20 years old do, than 25 years old do, than 30 years old do. His 39-year-old Messi is better than everyone. Everyone. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Bro, Messi just destroyed in this World Cup. But in the final, he didn't have many chances with the ball, but he did do some good stuff. He did not play bad. He did not play like very, very well, but it was not a bad performance. It was his team who didn't help him. Guys, soccer or football, whatever you guys want to call it, it's a game of 11v11. It's not a game of 1v1. v11. 11 v11. Argentina was carried by Martinez. They were carried by Martinez and also Romero. What a World Cup he did. He deserves like a better club. I don't know where he's playing, but what a player, man. Romero, the center back from Argentina. What a player. What a player, guys. So I first introduced everything that happened in the game and the fact that, of course, I forgot to mention that Enzo Martinez, not Enzo Martinez, it was Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez red card that was completely unnecessary. Like, if it was not for his red card, they would have gotten 2 penalties. And I'm sure about that. Maybe, of course, Spain could have pulled off a goal here and there. We cannot never know for sure, but I'm sure that they would have more offensive power and maybe Argentina would have won. We don't know, we never know. So that red card really was bad for Argentina because even Messi had to be back there helping the defense. But now we are in a what if. What if they could actually pull it off? What if Messi won the World Cup? What would happen? And that's the thing, we are in a hypothetical situation, like with Neymar. What if Neymar won the World Cup? What if Neymar never left Barcelona? What if? Where we are in a what if situation. And with Messi, this would be one of the greatest moments I've ever witnessed in soccer in my entire life. The conclusion of history. Ronaldo fans, they're so happy now. So happy now. The conclusion would have been insane. Finishing his international career, I would probably retire after that. With, if he won the World Cup, of course, if he scored 2 goals, let's say he would have gotten 2 penalties. If he got 2 penalties, he would not receive the boot. It would be Mbappe as it is, but he would receive the FIFA Best Player Award. So World Cup plus the Best Player Award. He would be greater than Maradona, like 100% greater than Maradona, because Maradona only has 1. He would have 2 World Cups. He would be one of the only players to have 2 World Cups in history. Like, you can like actually count almost. Like, there are only a few people who have more than 1 World Cup because it's immensely difficult to get one. And what else would he have? What else? What do you guys think? Comment here below. But I'm gonna say more. Maybe if it's the same as you guys thought, comment here also below. But there is a fact. He would probably be considered actually like the greatest player of all time. Like, people actually argue between him and Pele, but like, if he won his second one, he would probably be the greatest because Pele only at like 1-2. The third one, like the second one actually, like the second one was, he didn't play like that much. He played, I think, the first game and then he was injured. So for the entire World Cup, he didn't play. It was Mané Garrincha, who was an extraordinary player, one of the best of all time, who helped him and the Brazilian team to win the second World Cup. The one he actually played well was in 58 and 70. So he has 3 World Cup and 1 World Cup where he was injured. You see the thing here, he would still have more World Cups, but guys, look at what Messi would have. I would still like, that would still be an argument. That would still be a nice argument. Like, who is the greatest player of all time? There will still be a discussion because Pele has things and he lived in an era that is not available today, you see. But I mean, with all the records Messi has, it would be very like balanced. But it would be even more favored for him to be the greatest player of all time. I think that would be very, very interesting to see, right? But like, if nowadays there is no debate between CR7 and Messi after that World Cup, they would, like, all CR7 fans, they would shut up. They would completely shut up, almost. Like, if they said something, it would be like in a sarcastic way. It would be a meme or something, because there is nothing else to say. Like, there would be nothing else to say about Ronaldo. Even Ronaldo himself, he would not be able to say anything. Never. And what else would happen? He would not only be probably the GOAT, but he would actually win his 9th Ballon d'Or. You guys see, before the final, he already had like a 39% or 33% chance of winning the Ballon d'Or. You guys know how much that is. He was the most probable to win Ballon d'Or, and then under him was like Lamine Yamal and Harry Kane. But now that Spain won, probably Lamine Yamal is gonna get it, or maybe Rodri. I don't know. I would say like Rodri is even above Lamine Yamal because he won the player of the tournament. Yamal did not win anything. He did not play that well. Like he only won La Liga and Copa del Rey with Barcelona. That's something. That's something. He won more titles than Rodri, so I don't know. The discussion is there, but in my opinion, Harry Kane is the one who deserves the most because individually he's the one who played the best at all levels. So I think he deserves it. But Messi would have 9 Ballon d'Ors. Ronaldo has like 5, right? That would be almost the double as Ronaldo. You guys know what that is? Like he has a little bit more than, he has like 60% more Ballon d'Ors than Ronaldo, but like 90% more Ballon d'Ors. That would be crazy. Like no one will be able to say anything. That would be so crazy. Freaking 9 Ballon d'Ors, man. What is that? 9 Ballon d'Ors. And he would probably get the FIFA player of the year as well. Like I don't even doubt. But for me, the thing is like Messi has achieved so much that it's just an addition. Like it's just a cherry on top of a cake. It's just an extra cherry, you know? Like there is an expression about the cherry, like the cherry on top of a cake. I don't know if you guys say that as well in America, but in Brazil we usually say like the cherry on top of a cake. It is not essential, but it's something that adds to it. It's like a house with only furniture, and then a house with furniture but also like well painted and well like clean and everything. Like it's an extra thing. That would be a cherry with another cherry, because he already has the cherry on top of the cake, which is the World Cup in 2022. Maybe that's not a cherry on top of a cake, but like the extra 2 Ballon d'Ors he got, I think he had 6 or 7. The extra Ballon d'Or he got, that was a cherry on top of a cake. Maybe the World Cup was also a cherry on top of a cake, but now a second World Cup and one more Ballon d'Or would be even crazier. Like would be putting him even in a greater scale, like in a place farther from others, further away. Like no, it would be so difficult for anyone to reach him. It is already almost impossible, but like if you added one more Ballon d'Or, man, that would be impossible. We all know he's gonna get the Super Ballon d'Or. We all know about that, right? I think no one like in the next 50 years is gonna be better than Messi. But I don't know, like there are so many players that keep coming. I don't even know what's gonna happen. But in my opinion, it is very difficult to imagine a player better than Messi. Like better ball control, better touch, better finishing, better... If you actually look at Messi prime, I find it so difficult to look at a player better than him. Because like if the player had the height like Ronaldo does, he would not have the ball control that Messi does. He would not have the change of direction that Messi has. So maybe he would if he was like a person out of this planet, like an alien. But you see, when you have some things, there's other things that have to trade off. Like I think the worst thing in Messi is his header, but his header is already world class. So it's very difficult, you see. But it would be crazy. It would be crazy to see Messi in that position. Guys, I cannot even explain how sad I feel. I'm sad. Like it felt like so bad. I'm not Argentinian. I'm not even from Argentina, bro. Guys, I'm totally against Argentina. Like I don't want them to win ever again the World Cup. But now I don't know. The problem is like I don't like them, but now I don't know. I just watched it today, the game. This is my kind of reaction post game, basically, almost. So I'm still kind of fresh from it. I'm gonna decide later on, but I told myself that this was the last time I would ever cheer for Argentina. But I don't know. Let's see what's gonna happen. But I actually liked them. I like the team. I understand those who hate them, but I don't know. I like them. And I would have wanted them to win. I know some people say this and that. It is very good that Spain won, especially because the game, not the game only, but the whole World Cup was rigged for Argentina. Like that is so obvious. Like if you don't see that, then I cannot do anything for you. But it is obvious that Argentina should have won according to FIFA, because you guys know, like Messi, he brings more money than anyone in the planet. But like I said, we're gonna talk about that in another video, so subscribe to this channel, don't miss out, because I'm not gonna talk about soccer anymore. I'm not gonna talk about soccer. anymore after the World Cup. I'm gonna talk about other areas of life. But what this all World Cup teaches us and what Messi teaches us, one thing is that age is just a number. Of course, like normally it's not just a number, but it can be just a number. There are millionaires that are like 60, there are millionaires that are like 20, there are millionaires that are like 30. So your age doesn't matter for success. Not only monetary success, but in any area. You can be 60 years old, but if you have the same athletic ability as someone with 20, you have the same, I'm talking about soccer here, if you have the same ability and skills and physical condition as someone from 20 years old, you'll be there. Don't you understand that? You'll be there. What I'm saying is age doesn't matter, but what matters is what you actually show. You can be a 17-year-old young teen, almost an adult, all right, but be more mature than a 40 years old adult. Yeah, you can be mature at a young age. You can be successful at a young age. You can be successful at a later age. There is no age. Not for Messi. Guys, at 39 years old, look at what he did. I don't even doubt him going to another World Cup. I would be sad because I know that if he goes, they're not gonna win. Like, there's no way he plays as well as he played in this one. And unless Argentina has better players or like another main player like he is, another like great player that joins him, there is no way they're gonna win. And they have to have a better team, and not just a better team, but like a team that can actually like play well and perform at a higher level, like better than France. But they're now top 2, and me as a Brazilian, I kind of fear them, because if they played in this World Cup against Brazil, they would like, Brazil would suffer, man. Of course, soccer is a game, 11v11, but guys, as a team, Argentina is so much better than Brazil. And look how they acted against Spain. Brazil would be humiliated against Spain. Humiliated. Kind of like Argentina, but they don't have the same guts. They don't have the same thing as Argentina. So the Brazil would like be like 3-0. Seriously. Messi had the opportunity to go to Spain when he was a young kid, but the Argentina Federation, they scheduled a friendly so they could call Messi, and once they call Messi, Messi cannot go to Spain anymore. That's what happened. So they kept Messi. But imagine if Messi was in Spain, maybe they would have won more titles. Probably. I would say they would have won at least like in 2014. Guys, with Xavi, Iniesta, like Busquets, everyone, I think they would have won it. Like 2001, the 10, definitely, because like imagine them with Messi. It would be basically Barcelona, almost. And Barcelona was so OP in that time. But Messi's history is great. Messi's history is great. A great what if in this year. Because he played so well. Like in the soccer field, it's not a what if. Like what he demonstrated there is beyond comprehension. But in the greatness, in the titles and the awards, it was a big what if. Why a big? Because he deserves every award. Like even if he didn't win, he deserves it, because what a player. Like what should I say about him? He's so good. Imagine being so good that the coach does not even tell a single instruction to you. Never. The coach does not tell a single instruction to you. That's Messi. And what I was really admired with was the fact that the Argentinian people, I saw the post of the Argentinian Federation about it, and they were so happy. Like they were like saying, "Hey, thank you, Leo Messi, thank you everyone, thank you for what you did," because they already won. They were more in like feasting like environment, and they got to the final because they really wanted it. Do you want to get your stuff? That's the second lesson. Do you really want it? Do you really want that success? Do you really want that thing? Because there will be lots of sacrifice. You could see Argentina. There were lots of sacrifices. They were concentrated, not seeing their families. They were being completely tired and like out of energy. They gave their all on the field every game. Maybe only against Cape Verde, but like the games after that was crazy. Egypt, Switzerland, England, those games were insane. One of the best games I've seen in the World Cup. Like the way it touched me to see Messi perform. What a player. I've never seen that. I never felt that with no one. Do you get what I mean? No one. Neymar, I didn't get to see him much, but like he brought me a similar feeling. But like Messi playing in such a big game, and you're seeing like feeling like just the magic of the player, just the way a player performs in such a big tournament. Just, I gotta say to you, Leo Messi, thank you. Thank you, Messi. You did it all, conquered it all. If you retire now, I will be happy. If you don't and keep playing, I will be even happier. But it will be so sad for me to say goodbye to you because you're such a player. I don't want to only watch you on YouTube. I also want to watch you on the soccer field because what you did and what you're still doing at MLS and everything that you are doing inside and outside the field is just admirable. Thank you for performing the way you did. Thank you for surprising the whole world who thought you were down, who thought you were kind of dead. Thank you. Thank you. I was sad, but now I can just smile because look at what I saw. Look at what I watched. That was incredible. I'm happy I'm alive to have watched that. I'm happy I have a TV. I'm glad. I thank God for that. I have a TV where I can watch the World Cup. I have time to watch the World Cup. I'm happy. I'm really happy because I watched it knowing that it was probably the last World Cup. Like 95% chance that was his last World Cup. And I can't be more happy. Of course I can. I could if you wanted. But for what he did, I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel and see you in the next video. Peace.